Jack Ringenberg Media.
Hey guys, welcome back to College Life Unscripted. My name is Kayce, and today I am joined by
Ryhanna Salter. I'm a freshman here at Ball State, and I am a pre-med major.
Ryhanna and I are going to be talking about some of the dining halls here on Ball State, and just like how the food is nasty sometimes, how it can be really good, and then it's just really bad. So
I feel like you're kind of going too far into it. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's
not that bad. Have you ever had a stale pastry from North Dining?
Yes, yeah. I have.
They're bad.
The funny thing is that I worked at North Dining, and I worked in the pastry section, and they would leave those out for like a while. Not like a while, but like they would be like, hey, wrap it up, and then like just leave it on the counter. And I was like, okay.
That's nasty.
Yeah, but we do buy all the donuts. So the donuts are fresh if y'all want the donuts.
No, my favorite is it's the Fruit Loops bars. The one time I got it, it was so good, and I shared it with my friend John. And then the second time, every single time I've gotten it since, all the Fruit Loop pieces are stale, and they're all like molded together with
I hate Fruit Loop bars. I just hate Fruit Loops, honestly.
Well, I love Fruit Loops.
Okay.
But they're all like molded together with like melted like sugar or marshmallows.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, because they're like Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Right. But there's not only North Dining, but there's the Atrium, Woodworth, the Student Center, which has Taco Bell, by the way. And Starbucks. Can't forget about Starbucks. Taco Bell.
You wanna debrief on Taco Bell a little bit?
You want to debrief on Taco Bell?
I do want to debrief on
Let's
Taco Bell.
Let's talk about the Student Center Taco Bell. Okay, so the Student Center is like, usually whenever I went to the Student Center, it was for orientation or to meet up for my tour, and then we would come back. I came here in high school, and we would always eat at the Student Center. But now that I'm here, I'm talking to the high school teacher. I'm like, why don't you take those kids somewhere else?
Really? When I would like come on tours, they would take us to the Atrium. But that was when the Atrium had like Papa John's and like...
They would take us to North for the tours.
Oh, not for me. They took us to the Atrium. Yeah. Let's
debrief on this Taco Bell.
Yeah, let's go ahead. So I'm at the Student Center more than you, so like sometimes I get it a lot more. Mm-hmm. It's because I have like meetings for College Mentors. By the way, little promo for College Mentors. If you guys want to join, hit me up. It's a nonprofit organization, and we work with little kids. So if you want to come, let me know.
There you go.
Anyway, but like at the Taco Bell, so I get it, right? Mm-hmm. And I have about like a 30-minute window to eat, and then I go to my meeting. When I get back to my dorm, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. It's bad. And I'm telling you, me and my boyfriend talked about this for maybe an hour and a half. They put laxatives in the food. They do.
Not only at Taco Bell, but other places. I agree.
But I swear to God, they put like half of that bottle in Taco Bell. Like the meat.
The other half of it goes into the Chick-fil-A Mac and Cheese.
No, it's so bad. Because my boyfriend was like raging about it. Because he was like, tell me why I was in the bathroom for 30 minutes. I was like, I don't know. And then like every time we go to that Taco Bell like off campus, he's like, it's so nice not to have food with laxatives in them.
I know, but it's still Taco Bell. So
like literally, you're gonna
go to the bathroom either way. Like there's no denying it. No, Chick-fil-A Mac and Cheese. I get it every once in a while because I'll use 2 meal swipes at Chick-fil-A, but I don't spend $18. Obviously.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, right. Okay.
I spent $18.
Right.
Right.
Girl, we can't do this.
So I think I'm gonna leave.
Okay, bye.
Right. So anyway, Chick-fil-A Mac and Cheese.
It's so, like, that top coat of cheese is so gross.
So why do you get it?
Because sometimes it's really good.
Oh.
Like, that top coat goes away because I, like, pick it off.
I like the top coat.
Or I eat it. Oh, but it goes away. And then the rest of the mac and cheese is good.
No, I love that top coat. Because it's like the crust. It's like the melted. Are you sure you're not lactose intolerant?
I think... No, just
that's what I'm
Chick-fil-A
getting
Mac
at.
and Cheese. Specifically here at North Dining at Ball State. Just that.
At Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana.
Yeah.
That specific Chick-fil-A.
This specific one located in North Dining.
Sorry, I was going to say something, but then I forgot.
Right. No, I mean, it's good. Sometimes, oh my gosh, sometimes they pronounce my name wrong. They're like, order for Kayce, and I just stand there and I'm like, yeah, that's me. I usually give them my last name though, that way they don't say that.
I know, I usually, like, any time that I have, like, I go to a place at the dining hall and it's like a type of thing where they have to say your name, I just give them my last name.
Ryhanna,
Ryhanna, an order for Ryhanna. I'm like, no, I'm not grabbing that.
I just stand there and I'm like, that's not me.
I'm not Ryhanna.
No.
But what's your favorite dining hall? Because I have mine in mind. And I'm ready to fight for it.
To fight for it?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm lazy, so I stay in my dorm and go to the micro cafe. But that's not my favorite dining hall, obviously. My favorite would have to be either North or Woodworth. But that's because
I love Woodworth.
I like the environment of Woodworth.
Me too. It's very...
Not in the summer, though, because it's so hot in that building.
I don't know how they survive. I really don't. Like, the people that live at Woodworth...
They have AC units in their windows.
Okay, but, like, still, summer, it's, like, 99 degrees. Plus the food. I'd get nauseous.
I like the environment of Woodworth. I had actually looked up at the ceiling of Woodworth one day, like, a month ago, and I was like, that's a big fan hanging from that ceiling. I never noticed it this whole time I've been here, except until December.
I didn't even know that there was a fan in Woody.
Yeah, so not where you walk in from, like, Emmons, like, on the other side by, like, Deho.
I've never walked in that way. Ever.
You should try it sometime.
I don't want to.
Okay. Do you ever sit on that side?
No.
That's a lie.
What do you mean?
I don't know. We're gonna sit over there one day and you're gonna look up.
No.
It's a big fan.
No, because you're gonna forget. We're gonna go there.
Yeah.
We're gonna go there and then you're gonna forget to tell me to look up and I'm not gonna look up.
Hopefully you'll just look up yourself.
No. I'm not that observant.
North.
Hot take, I don't like it.
Hot, yeah, it's like the food. Oh, I talked about this in the pilot. The food is always the same. Give me new options. I don't want everyday breakfast. Sorry, it's gross.
Yes, or like the grill. I like the grill sometimes there, but sometimes I feel like they leave out the food too long that it dries out.
Are you talking about the barbecue place?
Yes.
I don't like it because the burgers taste like plastic. Sometimes
yeah, because they're dry.
Like, yeah, because it tastes like plastic.
Yeah.
Because it's gross.
I will say though, I love me a boar's head sandwich.
I gotta give it to him. That boar's head is good.
I get bacon. I get a white sub, bacon, mozzarella, toast it for 30 seconds, and then I get lettuce, tomato, and mayo.
I just get white bread, ham, and cheese.
Yeah, basic.
That's it. Yeah, because I'm boring.
Yeah, I know.
Well, one time I tried to get the sandwich that I get at Subway at Boar's Head, and it was not. I was just like, ew. And then like a month later, that whole Boar's Head thing with like the
listeria stuff.
The listeria outbreak broke out.
Yes. Michael still ate every single like item from them. And I was like, hey, you're gonna die. And he was like, no. I was like,
I'll be alright.
I was like, alright, they'll get out.
No. Because I ate that sandwich and then the next day it had came out. There was a kid in our English class who got Boar's Head every single day that he came to class and ate it right before class started, and it always smelled like onions and peppers.
Oh, God.
So the rest of the class would smell like onions, and it was so bad. Boar's Head's not bad. They've got that Italian spot, which I talked about that.
The Italian spot, every time somebody has got something from there that I know of, they've gotten sick.
Yeah. The pasta's usually always very overcooked or not cooked on the ends of the spiral noodles. Or there's a specific name for those noodles, but I don't remember.
Cavatappi? Something like that.
Cavatappi.
Yes.
Something like that. They're either not cooked on the ends or they're burnt. And then there's not enough sauce, so it doesn't cover up, like, the whole noodle. And it's just gross.
Their pizza, though, if you get it on a good day,
it's good.
Buzz.
They've got the rotating food Monday through Friday. Today is Monday.
Yeah.
So it's wings. And I think tomorrow is Tex-Mex. I also did talk about that in the pilot. I can't eat the Tex-Mex bowls. They taste like plastic to me. I don't know why.
The thing with like that everyday breakfast place too is like I feel like
sits there all day. Every day.
And like I don't know how to like when you get the food, it just doesn't look like how it tastes.
No.
Like, it looks good. Like, the food looks really good.
Those hash browns look so good, but then you eat them and they're burnt.
Hard.
They are rock solid. And then there's no salt. I can't find salt at North Dining to save my life.
There's salt packets, I thought.
I can't find it at all.
Oh, well.
At Woodworth, I grab a whole handful because I can find it. Mm-hmm. But 9 times out of 10, I'll get food at Woodworth and go back to my dorm because it's right there. Mm-hmm. But at North, I usually sit there and I eat, and then I go to a friend's dorm. Or if I'm at the Atrium, anytime that we've gotten the Atrium, it's because I just got out of class, and then I'll just go right back to my dorm.
I love the Atrium. I don't care what anybody says. You could get all the food you want, and it's only $9.45. Mm-hmm. It's great. But I like going on Tuesdays because it has the onion rings. Those are pretty good.
I usually get chicken strips, and then I cut those up and I make like a salad kind of, and I'll put it in there. It's so good. And then I'll get like the pizza from that Make-A-Me a Pizza machine. What?
You always gotta go that extra mile.
Yeah, I want a chicken salad.
Chicken salad?
Yeah, but I come get one of these. It's a chicken salad. But I don't know, like something about the Atrium's chicken strips and Woodworth's chicken strips are just so good. Well, it's the same chicken strip, but
yeah,
it's really good though. And then that salad is good because the cheese tastes freshly grated, and I know it's not.
The salad.
It's not for everyone. Like sometimes I go over there and I'm like, oh, that lettuce looks really gross. But I know that they like freshly chopped it and then put it in that bin. Mm-hmm. My question is though, how many times a week are those bins replaced? Because I've seen molded cheese stuck to some of those bins before. And I'm like, oh, right.
Yeah.
And then I just walk away.
Well, I hope so. What else would you do except for walk away? Cause a riot? Throw the cheese out?
This cheese is nasty! Wow! Throw it on the floor. I would. I mean, somebody has to.
Somebody has got to do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll go in there. This cheese is molded!
No, the Atrium's not bad. Woodworth's not bad. My favorite, though, is the Woodworth sushi.
I'm allergic to that, but I heard it was really good.
It's really good. I don't like North sushi. It's the same thing, but whenever it gets transported from Woodworth to North, something happens and it tastes gross.
I'm telling you, that's what happens with the burgers, because Woodworth's burgers
are so good.
Oh my God. I watch him make it back there. I'm like, oh, you need a kiss. Because he's flipping them, and I'm like,
Those look so good. And
I grab it
wherever they're going, and they taste like, they so gross. Why do they taste like plastic? Like, I don't understand that. I don't. Yeah. What happens whenever it goes from point A to point B?
That's a President Mearns question.
President Mearns, we need answers now.
Right now.
We get President Mearns.
Imagine. He'd be like, both of you guys are expelled, never come back to my campus ever again. I'm kind of scared of him. He seems like the sweetest man ever, but I'm just like so scared of him. Like, if I were to see him walking through North Quad or something, I'd go the other way. Like, he seems like the sweetest guy ever, but, like, I think I just find him intimidating because he's the president
of the university.
And if I ever saw him, like, I'm just scared that he's gonna be like, no, I don't like you. But I know he would never do that, so that's why I'm like,
no.
I've never seen him, though. Everybody who I know that has interacted with him is always like, he's like the sweetest guy ever. He takes his dog on a walk, and, you know, he's very involved with the school. I'm like, I know, but if I were to see him,
I'd be terrified.
I wouldn't go. I might be like, little, hey. But I would never, like, start a conversation because I'm scared I'm going to say something wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the dining halls.
Oh, anyway. So we delved into North, the Atrium, Woodworth, and like kind of the student center, but not a lot. I think I've only had Taco Bell from the Student Center.
Me
and
too.
Starbucks.
Their Starbucks there's better than North, in my opinion.
I think so. That's quicker and that's better service, in my opinion. Because there's 18 billion people who work at the one at North.
Yeah.
And then there's like 4 who work at the one at the Student Center.
Which, like, the North one is good, too. Like, I'm not trying to diss it. And, like, the workers there are super nice. Like, I love going to North.
No.
But if I want to get faster service, I like going to the Student Center when I'm there.
No, I'm usually really close to the Student Center. It's just I don't go there because I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to walk that far. So then I'll just go back to my dorm and go to the micro cafe and use one of my meal swipes there, which the micro cafe at Stu West isn't bad. It's just sometimes you go in there and there's so many people in there at once that you literally can't move around. Mm-hmm. Like if there's more than 3 people in there, it's okay. Or if there's 3 people in there, it's fine. But if there's more than like 4, it gets chaotic because everybody's everywhere at once.
3's a crowd. Yep. I'm sorry.
Have you ever had Tom John's? Have you ever had it?
No, I don't really find myself around Stu West in that neighborhood a lot.
You know, it's crazy. Tom John's is in Kinghorn.
I know, but that's why I said that neighborhood.
That neighborhood.
Dewey. What?
What's so wrong about Stu West?
I live up in the north side, so...
Right.
Nothing wrong with, like... Okay, honestly, I feel like Stu West gets a really bad rep.
It really does. It's
not that bad.
No.
It's really not. Every time I've been there, I've never, like... felt unsafe, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Of course it smells like weed.
Oh.
But that's something that's...
Last year, they had... Like, guns were found in the building. I think that was Stu West, I think.
Yeah. My friends used to live there. Well, our friends used to live there. And they were like, yeah, I guess there's, like, somebody with a gun. Mm-hmm. I don't really know. I don't want to speak on their experience, but...
No, my old roommate had told me that. She was like, oh, yeah. And then I saw it, like, on the news one day, and I was like, that's awesome. I'm going to school there next year.
Yes!
I didn't know I was going to be living in that building, but it happened, I guess. No, Kinghorn's not that bad. My favorite thing about Tom John's, though, is that it's open until midnight. So, like, if I get hungry at, like 11, the hot bar closes at 11:30. It closes on midnight some days. Not all days, but some days. So if I go over at, like, 11, get me a ham and cheese on white toast.
Right.
Nothing special. Or pizza.
Sometimes you'll change it up.
They make pizza.
They do.
Mm-hmm. Flatbread. It's a pita bread Stonefire brand. Ranch.
That sounds buzz.
Chicken. Bacon. What, chicken?
No, ranch.
You don't like ranch?
I love ranch, but I hate it on pizza. I feel like that's a crime. It shouldn't have happened, and I don't like it.
Just like pineapple?
No, I love pineapple on pizza. I get the chicken. Okay, at home, me and my mom, we get the same pizza every time from this place called Buzzy's. It's so good. Mm. Well, not from Buzzy's. Buzzy's is good, though. From Domino's. Sorry, I had to think about that.
Oh, Domino's is gross.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
We get the chicken bacon ranch, and instead of tomatoes, we get pineapple. It's buzz.
I don't like tomatoes.
Well, that's why we switch out the tomatoes for pineapple. Doy.
The pita bread, ranch, chicken, bacon, cheese, put it in the oven, get it out, buffalo sauce.
That is the grossest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
It's amazing, actually. And then you take your plastic fork and your plastic knife and you put your microplastics in the pizza and you cut it up.
So you wouldn't have to do that if you eat pizza the right way.
They don't cut the pizza. I have to cut it myself.
Or you could just eat it.
Whole? The thing is like this big.
That's not that big. Just pick it up.
I'll remember that next time. I'll be like, thanks, Ryhanna, for the advice.
Yeah, of course.
And then I'm gonna fix
I have never eaten a pizza with a fork.
I don't eat it with a fork. I cut it in half with a fork. Cause it's like the size
with a fork or a knife.
Both.
A fork and knife. Like it's a piece of steak.
Yeah.
I
cut that down like an 8-ounce sirloin.
Right. Oh, 8-ounce sirloin.
It's Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh my gosh.
If that was a dining hall in here, You would never see me out of there, ever. Hey, Ryhanna, where you at? Text Roadhouse, where you at?
I live here now. This is my residence hall.
Literally.
Oh my gosh. We went one time 3 days in a week.
By the first day that we went, we had we have this server and we're all like, I don't want to say like friends, but we're all pretty acquainted.
We're pretty cool with him.
Yeah.
But he knows like our group of people that we go with, but me and Ryhanna specifically, he's always like, what's up? You know, blah,
yeah.
blah.
And when we got there, he literally took like 6 baskets of rolls. And he said, follow me, guys. And we're following him. Everybody's looking like, look at those fatties over there with 6 baskets of rolls. And I went, oh my God. And we sat down and we started eating them. All of the basket of rolls were gone. Every single one.
We went, so for my birthday, I came back up here and went out to dinner with 3 of my friends, Kira, Paige, and then Kira's boyfriend, Grayson.
I wasn't invited.
You weren't back up here yet.
I know. I was trying to start stuff.
I can't invite you whenever you're not here. So we went to Texas Roadhouse, and the lady at one point just brought out 4 baskets of rolls. But I don't eat the butter.
Oh my gosh. So she's already a hard patron to serve. And then she'll be like,
I know how it is though. Like okay. If I order a salad a specific way, I want it made a specific way. I don't want no egg on it. Who gets egg on a salad?
Me.
That's disgusting. Good. That's gross. Just like ranch on a pizza. That's nasty.
So you admit that it's nasty?
No, I like ranch on my pizza.
Okay, and I like eggs on my salad.
That's gross.
Okay, well, ranch on pizza's gross. There. What about it? But anyway, so she asked, we'll like just be sitting there, everybody's content and happy with everything that they got, and she'll be like, oh my God, and I'm like, what? And she's like, they didn't give me my butter. They didn't give me my butter. They didn't make my salad right. Okay, eat it.
No, because it has egg on it. Oh my God, just pick it off with your fork. I'm not doing that because then now my fork tastes like a boiled egg. I don't mind boiled eggs. I hate the yolk.
The yolk?
That's what it is. It's the Y-O. It's the yolk. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but why do you like overpronounce the K?
Yolk.
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 Yolk. I don't know. I'm not meaning to.
I like to take like boiled eggs. By the way, North.
Seafood boil and viral win. Oh, you can't eat seafood.
So, about that though, my dorm, they like to make seafood boils, and I'm allergic.
We talked about this literally last night.
Yeah.
With Cam.
I wish I wasn't allergic so bad because it smells so good, but like I can die. Like I was like walking past and I had to like hold my breath. It was so bad.
We could do onion boils and egg boils.
That sounds. You don't like the yolk?
I'll eat it. I'll eat the yolk. Just if it's covered in the Old Bay seasoning, I'll eat that damn yolk.
Right. Okay. Anyway, back to the North thing. So they have like these boiled eggs, and I think that they're pretty good because I like boiled eggs as it is, but like I like getting like salt and putting it on the egg. See, it's buzz. So speaking of hard-boiled eggs, now that we're on the subject, my mom will make them at home for my dad because he loves them. I peel the white part off of the yolk, and I put the yolk on a paper towel. That is the stupidest thing I know because I know you're gonna salt the crap out of that white part, and I just eat that. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That's wasteful. Who eats the yolk? My mom. Okay. My mom or my dad, or maybe Shrimp Scampi likes it. I don't know. Who's Shrimp Scampi? My cat. Oh. I was like, who's that? I don't know if cats can eat eggs, actually. Yeah, maybe you should look that up. Maybe, yeah. Don't feed your eggs. Don't feed your cats eggs, guys. Well, you don't know that yet. Eat egg yolks. Yolks. Yes. Yes, they can. Okay. In moderation. How many do you give them? I haven't given her any. So I don't know. So where does the yolk go if you don't give it to your cat? My mom or my dad will eat it. Right. So why don't you just put on your big girl panties and eat the yolk? Sometimes I do. But it's just the texture. It's the same texture as the egg. It's just a little bit more dense. It's gross. Okay.
Back to the student center, by the way. We never finished that. We got distracted by Texas Roadhouse.
Well, because I haven't gotten like anything else other than Starbucks and Taco Bell. Because like the other stuff that they have is the same stuff that Woody has, except they have curly fries.
Oh my god, I want to try them so bad. I haven't had them yet.
They're mid.
Really?
Yeah, they're a lot like the grill up at North, where like they put them out
and then just let them sit there.
Basically, well, like they change them out.
Under
like they all change them out, but like they just dry out because they have the heat table and then they have the heat lamps, I think. Mm-hmm. So that just like makes them dry out.
Yeah. Usually just the Taco Bell is what I get. The last few times I've been to Taco Bell, I don't stop. I usually go with a friend, so I'm not done talking for like 30 minutes, and then by the time I'm done talking, my food goes to waste. So I'm like, well, there's my Taco Bell.
You're such a wasteful person.
It's a meal swipe.
Okay. That's still food.
It is, yes.
Right.
But usually I've already eaten half of it before I'm like...
You're just a yapper?
Yeah.
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 But yeah, the micro cafe, so I've only been in there once.
It's not that bad. It's just... So they open at 11 every single day. And every time I go down there, they have coffee creamer. But there's no coffee. Like, they've got the pumps, like, the full gallon jug of vanilla coffee creamer and then a pump on it. I'm like, where's the coffee?
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
Hot coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
If I wake up at... What?
I don't drink hot coffee.
Do you drink cold coffee?
I do. I think hot coffee is gross. I think people who get hot drinks, period, are gross.
Well, I think hot drinks think that you're gross, so...
I don't think that they can think.
I think they can.
Right.
They're liquids. That's a...
Okay. Right.
What is it? Wait. It's a...
Coffee creamer. Your imaginary coffee. What else were you going to say about it?
I don't know. I was trying to think of... Like, it's liquid, solid, and gas. It's the 3 stages of matter, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. So... Never mind. I won't give y'all a chemistry lesson right now.
The coffee it's never down there, so I don't. Yeah, and I always get mad because there's the. What am I trying to say? Hold on, give me one.
All right, let me save you here. So I feel like that they have better frozen foods at the micro cafe than they do like North, because I feel like North is always out of their frozen foods.
I'm gonna be so honest, I have to disagree with that because I got, hear me out, you know those I'm gonna butcher this name so bad, Taipei, like the beef and broccoli and the beef and noodles, stuff like that.
Yes.
So usually whenever I order beef and noodles from a restaurant, or the beef and broccoli from a restaurant, it comes with like lo mein noodles, beef, broccoli. No, this is like pre-solid frozen rice from 3 years ago.
Right.
The beef looks
I
nasty.
don't think that it's from 3 years ago.
I don't think so either, but it looks so gross that it looks like it.
How many times have you gotten this?
One, because it...
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
It tasted so bad, I was like, I'm never getting this ever again.
No, they have like the one like frozen, it's the Korean beef one that's like right next to the one that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. And that one just smells gross.
Is it barbecue? Korean barbecue?
I don't know how to see. I like Korean barbecue, but just not the one that North.
Yeah.
Because when it doesn't smell like it's real, so it's like it's processed. Because it's not, baby,
it's in a box.
Just because it's in a box doesn't mean that it's not real.
I don't think whenever
authentic is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. I also don't think it's worth $8.15 in my.
Can we talk about it? Can we talk about the inflation that's going on in the dining halls?
My mac and cheese cups went from $3.25. They went up because I went to go use a meal swipe one day and I was like, this is not fair. I think they were $3.
Okay, the fact that they were even $3 for a singular mac and cheese cup was crazy to me anyway.
And now they're $3.50.
Was it Kraft or
Kraft? I don't eat Velveeta.
Well, I hate Kraft.
Velveeta's nasty.
No, Velveeta's bust.
No, I hate the liquid cheese.
I hate powdered cheese. That's fake cheese.
It turns to liquid whenever you put it in the noodles with the water.
Okay, So sorry, I just don't feel that my powdered that my cheese should come powdered then turn liquid. I don't want a chemical reaction to happen every time I try to eat a cup of mac and cheese. Like, I really don't.
I don't think the powdered cheese cares either way.
That's why I don't eat it.
One of my friends, his old roommate, he moved out. He opened the Kraft mac and cheese cup, and it has that powdered milk in it. It has like that white powder in it. His roommate thought it was mold, so he threw away 36 cups of mac and cheese.
No, because I was trying to make that for my boyfriend one time.
I was so mad whenever he told me the story. I was like, bro.
Yes, because that's just like, it's the starch in it.
Yeah.
They need it. And he looked at it, he goes, what's this powdered stuff? Baby. Baby, it's starch. It's okay.
It's supposed to be there.
It's supposed to look like that.
What I have been getting, though, and I haven't eaten it, or I haven't eaten the one that I bought, was the Jimmy Dean's Just Add an Egg breakfast thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen what I'm talking about?
Yes. Is it here?
Yeah.
In North?
It's in a cup?
Yes, and it's by the sushi?
Yes.
That's gross.
I think it's really good.
No.
I've got one in my fridge right now.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I hope you enjoy it.
I will.
It's gross. Okay. That's fine.
Right.
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 Where do you get an egg from?
It comes pre-cracked in the thing. So you open the cup.
So I don't feel like that's real.
Probably not.
That's gross.
It's the egg yolk. The egg yolk.
So they put the egg yolk already in there.
Yes.
And it sits for that long.
You open the cup. And then there's another little white cup in there, and that's the egg.
That's gross.
I think it's so good.
That's disgusting.
I think it's good.
Do you know how many preservatives? Do you know how long that took to transit from wherever the heck Jimmy Dean facility is to Ball State University?
No.
Okay, so me neither. But
I didn't drive that truck, so I don't know how long it took.
Okay, well, I'm going to assume that it took forever. There's eggs in there, and eggs, I feel like, go bad after, like, the 4th day.
Unless if they traveled overnight. They got here really quick.
I don't think that happened.
It's also Ball State Jimmy Dean. I don't think it's that big of a deal. We also have to think, different suppliers come in. Maybe it doesn't come straight from Jimmy Dean.
I just still think that's gross, though.
Okay.
Because then it sits there for forever until you come and pick it up.
Well, nobody else does.
Because the egg comes pre-cracked. It's because it's gross, and people realize that because they think like me, and they're like, oh.
Think like me?
Me.
What's that supposed to be?
They don't think like you. Duh. And when they look at it, they're like, oh my god, that's so gross because the egg comes pre-cracked.
I think it's good. It comes like with some cheese already in it. So I'll cook it, put cheese and hot sauce in it.
Is it frozen?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a frozen item.
Whoa. Okay, how was I supposed to know that if they put it in the actual refrigerated section and not the frozen section?
I don't know.
So it's not frozen.
I guess not.
It's a refrigerated item.
Okay, yeah, it's just in the fridge. Okay, I take that back.
Where do you have it at?
In my fridge?
Yeah, right. Okay. Right.
It's just sitting on the bottom.
Sorry.
You're fine.
It's the Taco Bell.
It's the Taco Bell. Oh my gosh, I want Taco Bell so bad.
Me too, but not the Student Center Taco Bell. Okay, here's my thing though. I hate that the Chick-fil-A and the Taco Bell don't have the full menus. I understand why they don't. I understand why they don't, but I hate the fact that that's how it is.
I thought the Taco Bell did have the full menu.
Do they?
I think so.
Am I just tripped?
The Chick-fil-A doesn't. Because I've seen like those little chicken biscuit things on TikTok, and I was like, we don't have that on campus.
I hate biscuits. No, I don't hate biscuits, but
sometimes they're just too dry. Mm-hmm. Unless if you put a pound of butter on it, it's not good.
It's so disgusting.
Texas Roadhouse butter.
You look like the kid that used to eat the butter out of the bin.
No.
You're lying, because if we were to call your mom right now, she'd be like, yeah, Kayce May used to do that all the time.
I did not do that. That's gross.
Go ahead and call her.
No.
Because she's going to say, yeah, she did. That's why you're not calling her, because I know you used to eat that like pudding. Did you or did you not? Be honest.
I buttered my toast.
Okay. Now she's trying to change her story.
Hello?
Damn it.
I'm filming the podcast right now.
Okay, great. I'm doing dinner with your dad.
Okay, we have a question.
You're on speakerphone.
Did I... Wait, Ryhanna's gonna ask.
Hello, you're on the podcast Unscripted College Life.
Great.
So, I have a question for you. Did Kayce May used to eat the butter out of the butter container?
Oh, absolutely.
There we go!
I don't do that anymore!
So you did do it, and you just admitted to it.
I just said whenever I butter my toast, I lick the knife afterwards.
Did she used to take like a spoon to it and just...
No!
Stick her finger in it.
No! I did not
Wait,
do
was
that.
it sticks of butter, or was it like the actual like thing?
It was the country crack.
Until the country crop.
Thank you for answering that question, because Kayce May was not being honest.
You're very welcome. If you need anything else at all, just give me a call.
Thank
No.
you so much.
Absolutely. Anything.
Alright, I love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
So can we talk about that lie for a second?
Okay, I don't know what she's talking about. I never stuck my finger in the container. I never ate it with a spoon. I swear up and down that I only ate it off the knife after I buttered my bread. And like rolls and stuff.
How do you know that though? Because your mom said that you did, and I'm gonna believe your mom.
Everybody's gonna believe my mom over me.
Everybody, Kayce
Maybe
May.
I did.
Kayce May eats butter straight out of the butter container. You heard it here first. You heard it from Mama.
Ate.
Nope. Eats.
No,
eats.
I don't do that anymore.
You heard it straight from Mama May. She told us. She confirmed. Kayce May is just upset because she just got called out and caught in a lie.
This will be the last time Ryhanna Salter ever makes an appearance on this podcast.
You're just mad, but it's okay.
Okay, can I actually be honest?
Yeah.
I don't eat butter out of the container.
Okay.
It's gross.
Okay.
I realized that after like 5th grade.
After you stuck your finger in it for the 50th time, you're like, this is
I
kind of
never
not that
stuck my
good.
finger in it. That's what I don't know what she's talking about, because I never stuck my finger in that.
I don't
Because that
know.
would have been something like, don't do that ever again.
Both your mom and your dad said, yes, she did at the
They're
same
delusional. I swear. I'm not making that up.
time. Okay.
I never did that. Never.
Okay. So, do you have a butter container in your dorm right now?
No.
So, I've seen you at Texas Roadhouse take your finger and swipe it over that butter.
Now you're just making a what?
I'm kidding about that. That didn't happen.
That butter container is always, number one, that butter is way too much that I don't eat it.
Yeah, they put like 18 scoops in there for you.
I know.
It's crazy. It's because they don't want you asking for anything else.
Which is crazy because I always leave a good tip. I always tip good.
That is true.
Our server who always, okay, I'm just going to name drop him. Braden is one of my favorite servers at Texas Roadhouse because he's always open. Like, he's jokingly open with, like, me and Ryhanna specifically. And yes, I am a hard patron to serve, I guess, but I'm also a waitress, so I know how it is. And I never want to seem like that bad of a customer, but like, it's just, I know how it is. So like, if I ask for my salad to be made right, I mean, it's only fair that it's made right.
If you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, like I'm paying for that salad and then that extra cup of ranch that I get, and you know.
Throw back to when they made our steaks wrong 3 times.
Oh my gosh. You asked for medium.
Yes.
I asked for medium rare.
We get the steaks back. Mine is well done.
And mine is like
medium well.
Yeah.
So we looked at it. We were like, neither of us really want these steaks because they're not cooked right. So we send them back. They come back. 2 more steaks.
One
and
of
we're
them
like,
is medium.
Yeah. And then
the other one is
well
burnt.
done. Charred. And I was like, I'm not eating that one. And so I took the medium one and I was like, I'm sorry, Kayce. And then she finally comes back. She was Braden, not she.
Braden came back
Braden
and handed me a raw sirloin.
And we were just like, either take it off the bill or give us another one.
So, I probably shouldn't say this. And it's fine. He took it off my bill and let me keep it. Because usually what they're supposed to do is either take it off the bill and you don't get it, or take it they take it back and remake it until it's done right. But I ended up just taking it back to my dorm and cooking it until I liked it, which I just ate it the next day and it was completely fine whenever I cooked it right. Which I only threw it in the air fryer for about like 10 minutes. So it wasn't bad. It was just like...
It was annoying.
And I understand how it is to be like annoyed by like your guests and stuff. Like I understand. Like I've had it happen multiple times. My pizza's not made right. Okay, what's wrong with it? I asked for no mushrooms. No, you didn't. I've got the paper right here. But okay. And I send it back and I have it made right. Or it actually does say no mushrooms and it's not my fault. It's the kitchen's fault.
It's never the server's fault. It's always the kitchen's fault.
Always. But we get
I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm not kidding.
It's always the kitchen's fault.
99% of the time it is. Or I hate to throw my new girls under the bus at my job in my hometown. But it's either the kitchen or the new girls.
Girls over at Kayce's hometown
restaurant. Just know, I know you guys are trying really hard. And I really wish, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I was there to teach them how to do that job. Because, like, I was there since I was 15. Like, I know how it works. I know it's hard. Like...
You're just so cocky.
I am cocky.
You are.
I've got some of my hometown friends who have actually listened to the first 2 episodes. They know. Like, I wish that they were there as well. I'm saying that now. Because they were just as good at... Wow, I have a few coworkers who were amazing at their jobs. Me and one of the, like, few of the seniors who graduated last year and then the seniors who graduated this year. Absolutely spectacular, but I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Half the people who work at that restaurant don't think so either, but it's also because we have that attitude of we're better than everybody else. Because we
have
are.
that attitude and everything, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I am.
Right. Okay,
no,
so...
Hey, weren't we supposed to be talking about dining halls?
Yeah, so Tom John's, I've never been.
We need to go
I heard it was good.
It's really good.
Yeah. What other dining halls are there? Oh, the Noyer Market.
Never been there.
Me neither. I heard it was good, though.
We do know somebody who lives in Noyer. It's fine. I'm assuming it's just like the mini mart or the micro cafe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just got like, it's kind of like the one section in North Dining where you have like all of the like Cheez-Its, like Swedish Fish.
It's like a gas station.
Yeah, like all the gas station stuff. And then they have like some, I think they've got like a little buffet type thing. I don't exactly know though. I've never been brave enough to try that.
You need to go down there, figure it out for us.
Well,
you need to be the brave one.
If you go on Google reviews, there's like this 1-star review about that specific thing, I think. So it's like, ooh, do I really?
I guess I haven't looked that far into it. I love the ladies who work at the micro cafe though at Stew. They're so kind.
I love the ladies that work at North. There's a specific one, and I'm like, every time I see her on the line, I'm like, hey.
There is a specific one for me. One day I was coming back up here and my hubcap
That's the same one.
Flew off of my car and she pulled over on the side of the road and was like, are you okay? Well, I'm like running up and down the side of this highway trying to find my hubcap. She's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, like I'm fine. And I looked at her and I'm on the phone with my mom and I'm like, oh my God, you're the lady from North, right? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, thank God. I thought it was some random person who was just pulling up. Like, you good? But I knew exactly who it was the moment that I saw her face. And I was like, I felt 10 times better knowing that it was her. But I don't know her name.
Me neither. But John, which is a mutual friend of ours, he is very close with her. And, like, every time I'm with him and we see her, we always go in her line and, like, she'll talk to us for, like, 5 minutes. Everybody behind us is like, can you go? Like, we're trying to eat.
No, that next day, I had went up to North and she was there and she's like, how's your car? And I was like, it's fine. I just took it back to the shop that day and came back and got North. And she was like, how was it? And I was like, lady, just put it back on, like, you know. But, no, it was fine. She was really nice. There's certain workers at, like, there's this one guy who works at Woodworth. He's always really nice whenever I go. But yeah.
There's this one lady, she's younger and she works at Woodworth, and she is the sweetest lady ever. Like, genuinely, she's the sweetest lady ever.
And they usually are. They're all really super nice. They never, you know...
They're rarely ever mean unless, like, you
they've
can
had
tell
a bad day,
yeah.
which you can tell because sometimes students are not very nice to the people who work it.
Let's talk about it. When the IDs go out, like, sometimes when, like, we have, like, those outages of it, people are so mean to the ladies. And I'm like, you guys have to realize they have to write down every single ID number and then they have to go back and put that in manually later on.
Like, that would be annoying.
That's so annoying.
I would never, I could never do that.
In first semester, it happened constantly.
I think it happened 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened so far.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. Don't jinx it.
I'm not saying nothing.
I'm not saying that. Okay. Right. Is that all the dining halls?
I think so.
North, Atrium.
Let's talk about the robots.
I've never...
Free them. Oh my God.
Literally, oh my gosh, I feel so bad when they're out in the cold. I've seen somebody stand in the way of the robot and just, like, constantly moving. I'm like, move!
He did that. I had a friend who did that. We were walking back one day, and he stood directly in front of the robot, and I just kept walking because I was like, why do you do that? I was gonna start crying because I was like, leave them alone. They're just trying to get from north to wherever they're going.
Literally, and, like, they were, like, I have never, like, really felt bad for, like, an inanimate object. But, like, these robots, they're out in the cold, the snow, the rain, the wind.
Like, a tsunami could hit, and this robot would be traveling from North Dining to Woodworth.
Trooper.
Yeah.
And I love their little slogans, like, starships are meant to fly, and then, like, they cross it out, it's like, deliver. I'm like, I love that.
That 8.
That literally. 8 down. And, like, I love the little, like, whatever. Sorry.
No.
Like, I feel bad. Like, I want them to be able to come inside and not just stay outside constantly.
I know. Like, they're cold, bring them in.
Literally.
Like, if you're cold, they're cold. That's what I say.
Yeah.
No, one time somebody had posted on the Ball State Stories a picture of the Starship Robot, and it took its wheels off. Somebody took its wheels off and, like, robbed little bro.
I remember seeing that on the BSU story thing.
Yes, I screenshotted it because I was like, what in the world?
That is, like, it makes me sad. I cried when that picture came out because I was like,
it's sad.
They're literally just doing their job. They can't talk. They can't, like, fight back.
No.
They're not going to run you over. They're that polite that they're never going to run over your toes.
They stop in the middle of the sidewalk, that way they don't hit you. My favorite, though, is whenever I'm not paying attention walking down the sidewalk and they come, like, speeding at me and then brake check right in front of me, and I'm like, oh my God, it scares me.
Literally.
Because I don't pay attention whenever I'm walking sometimes, but I know that I'm on the sidewalk, so, like, that's what matters. But I don't see them coming up to me, and I'm just like, oh.
I've never ordered from them, but it makes me so mad that it makes it, like, do it from your Plus.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to talk about Plus really fast. I feel what Ball State should do. I'm not, you know. But I just...
Hire Ryhanna Salter.
Yes, I will solve all of BSU's problems. So, I feel that the money that we have left over from that meal swipe should just go on to the Plus. Because most of the time, people only have, like, $1.80 or, like, some sort of, like, cents left on their meal swipe. That is just, like, put that on their Plus.
Plus, yeah. Or Cardinal Cash.
Literally, because I'm like, that makes no sense to waste that money.
Mm-mm.
Because it's like, not, I feel like $9.45 is such an odd number. Just make it $10, because most of it that we're getting is $10.
It's either $10 or over $10.
Yes, or like $9.50, and I'm like, $9.45 is just such a weird number.
Or in the morning, it's like $5.75.
I thought it was $5.35.
Oh, yeah, it's not, like... Usually whenever I go and get breakfast, I get eggs and 2 hash browns. That is like $6 or $7.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is ridiculous. Why is that so expensive?
Inflation.
I know.
President Mearns.
Some eggs.
Get to it.
The yolks.
I'm telling you. Drive up the price right there.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I just feel like that money should go in our plus, or like you said, to Cardinal Cash, because it's so like,
it's so much extra. Like there was one time I didn't spend $3 and I was like, well, there's $3 wasted because I didn't want anything else.
and like they'll always ask you like, do you want to get something else? And it's like, no, I don't want to be like mean, but at
the same time
I just don't want anything else because I just don't feel like I want it, you know?
I know, I don't know. It's agitating.
It really is. Because, like, I feel like they don't realize how fast people go through Plus. Like, yes, most of the time it's only, like, 50 cents off a Plus. But, like, that stuff adds up. Well, sometimes. That stuff, like, adds up. And, like, sometimes even people will, like, do $5, $6. I've seen somebody do $15 off their Plus. And it's
That's
like,
a lot.
That is a lot. But they hadn't eaten that day. And it was, like, kind of... I don't know. It was some like weird thing. They were explaining it to me because like I have a class with them, so I knew them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like $15 plus, and yeah.
No, it's agitating because you don't use that whole swipe.
You really don't.
Like it's because it's also some stuff is really cheap, but some stuff is stupid expensive.
And it's like the name brand stuff is what's expensive, and I realize that, and I'm like, okay, it's name
that makes
brand,
sense,
but it's also like I could go to the store and go get name brand, and it's $2. I come back to North, and it's name brand, and it's like $5 or $6,
mm-hmm.
and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
No.
I understand upcharging a little bit,
mm-hmm.
like to a certain extent. If you were to make that name brand whatever be like $1 or $2 more, like $4 instead of $2, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're gonna sit there and make me pay $7 for some Cheerios, I'm not gonna do it.
Exactly. And sometimes, my favorite part is about going down to the dining halls and the food is either stale or expired. I have bought, because I didn't check it one day because I was like, oh, you know, they have to rotate the milk. Like, there's no way. I bought a quart of milk and it expired 2 days later. Because that was just... And then, like, the next quart I bought expired, like, the next day. I was like, why? Why do we wait until the last second to buy milk and put it out? That makes no sense.
I feel like that's why a lot of people recently have just been going to the grocery store to go get their food.
Mm-hmm.
Which I understand because A, it's cheaper. B, you get more deals. Like, it's not like you're going to have a sale at North. Buy 1 hash brown, get 2 free. Like, no, it's... No.
Mm-mm.
If you buy 2 hash browns, you're going to be paying, like, $85 for it.
Yeah, because the burnt, well done, or not cooked all the way hash browns.
The burnt raw. Somehow they meet in the middle, but it's not, like, a good middle.
There's sometimes where they're cooked exactly the way they should be, and they taste like microplastics. It's the plastic in the Ball State food. The best hash browns, though, are Woodworth's, because they're the triangle hash browns.
I've never had the Woodworth one.
We should go one day and get Woodworth hash browns.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I do want to talk about something, though. How much waste is done at the dining halls?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like a lot of the time... Okay, so for example... There could be, like, you could open up a new tin of gravy, and then if that, say it doesn't get used, you have to throw it away.
Yeah.
Because it was already opened.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I really want to start something at Ball State where instead of wasting that, we, like, take it to, like, a soup kitchen or, like, some place where it's, like, it's not going to get wasted and we know it's going to be used.
Like, there are families in Muncie who would eat that.
100%.
Especially Muncie, because, I mean, I've seen multiple, like... people asking for money, people asking for food, like on the sidewalks and stuff like that. Because
we are a poverty area. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, we are. Mm-hmm. And it's like, Ball State is so weird because you go from like this nice, pretty campus to like downtown Muncie.
Yeah, and it's not.
It's not how you would expect it to be. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, Cincinnati, like, you go from being in like my hometown and then like literally 30 minutes later you go to Cincinnati. It's like this big booming city. That's not how Muncie is, and a lot of people think it's like that who have never been here. No, it's not like Indianapolis or Cincinnati or anything. And it's weird because they're so close to Indianapolis that I would think like, hey, it's like this big booming city, like there's a whole bunch of, like, no, it's not.
It's mainly just Ball State campus here. Like, in
it
Muncie,
literally is.
I think Ball State just makes up most of Muncie.
Yes, and that's why I'm like, and it's like we said, it's a poverty area. So, like, I would like to start something where, like, after, like, they close or something, we make them plates from the extra food, and we either take it to the, like, a soup kitchen, we go around and, like, we, like, put out flyers, we're like, meet us here on this day, because we're going to be giving out, like food.
The extra stuff that's left over. Because
it's not
tons of extra food left
Yes, and it's not like it's, like, unservable food. Like, it is completely servable.
It's
so that's why
completely cooked all the way, like, or overdone, but
but, like, in some way, like, we know somebody would eat it. Yes, sometimes the food, like, the way it's cooked, it's not ideal, but, like,
it's still edible and
yes,
it can still be used instead of just be thrown away.
Like, as much as, like, we joke about, like, the food not being edible and, like, laxatives and stuff like that, it's
not bad. Like, the food's not bad. It's just sometimes...
And I know some people would be, like, extremely grateful for it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I want to start something where we're like, hey, we're gonna go, like, someplace in Muncie, meet us here. We're gonna be giving out, like, biscuits and gravy or, like, burgers, like, extra, like, meat, like, pounds of meat, like, something like that. Because a lot of Boar's Head is, I don't think that they waste stuff because it goes to a certain extent. Because, like, that would be stupid to throw away meat that you just cut.
Yeah.
But, like, the pasta, like, people would love to have, like, noodles, period. Butter noodles, that's a meal, in my opinion. Like, people would love to have something like that.
Yeah.
So, and it doesn't just have to be North. I know that the Student Center doesn't really have a lot of waste because it's, like, they have, like, 2 big name companies there. So, like, they have to follow the protocols that they're given
from those companies.
But, like, places like Woodworth, North, I wouldn't say the markets or anything because they are the markets. Can't really...
Like, the markets mainly just have, like, bagged food, like chips and candy and stuff like that. But they have some fresh produce, but not a lot.
Yeah. Or, like, the Atrium, usually, they're pretty good at guesstimating how many people are going to be there. So, usually, they don't have a lot of waste. But, like, Woodworth and North, like, I would just love to go there and be like, hey, before you throw that out, let us take some of that. It doesn't even have to be the whole thing, but let us take some of that, make people plates, and then...
Take it somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where there's not that much, and I feel like that would help with the food waste that goes on. Because it's not just them. Like, I know, not to name drop colleges, but, like, IU goes through it too, and, like, Indiana State. Like, I kind of want to start something that just goes through the colleges in Indiana where it's like, hey,
it's a food waste, like, management thing.
Yeah.
Like, instead of throwing away the food that you didn't use or, like, serve out to people, like, serve it to the people who actually need it. Especially, like, with IU and, like, Bloomington, because Bloomington's it's not like Indy, but it's just like Muncie. It's big because of the college. So I think they've got exactly the same thing that we do with the poverty.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I just feel like that for... Ball State isn't, like, a big campus, but we're a pretty decent-sized campus.
Yeah.
For a campus of our size, to be wasting food like that, like, it's not their fault either. We do have a lot of students, but, like, and they want to make sure we're fed, but because of that, they overproduce the food that they get, and then it's like, oh, we have this big new tin of gravy, now we have to throw it out.
Or, like, the 17 boats of chicken sitting out under that heat lamp at Woodworth. Like, they just sit there. And then I've seen them, like, run out because it's, like, a lunch rush or something, and then they'll put out, like, the whole thing full of chicken strips again, and there's nobody there to get it because it's not that rush anymore.
Yeah. And it's just, like, it sucks because I know some of that food is going to be dried out, but it's, like you said, it's not like it's not edible.
Yeah.
It's something that, like, can be served out still.
It's not ideal, like, how it is, but
it's gonna
still
help somebody.
Yeah, exactly. If somebody was hungry enough, they would eat it. Like, I've gone plenty of times where it's late, I'm hungry, I've been, like, doing homework, and I'm like, I don't care how long those chicken strips have been sitting there, I'm gonna eat them. Because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah.
Because I know that there's a women's shelter nearby.
A women's shelter.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
A women's shelter nearby. And I'm just like,
oh, I'm sorry.
okay, right. So I know that, like, we could take it there, or, like, we could, like, I've been saying, meet us here. We're going to have this. Like, something like that. That's just how I feel in the food waste that goes on here. Because it really is a lot. It's, like, all the donuts and the pastry, like, they all get thrown away.
That's crazy.
Except for the glazed ones. But, like, the ones that have, like, frosting and, like, stuff like that, they all get thrown away.
Because there's a ridiculous amount of pastries in those cabinets. A lot.
Because those ladies bake. They bake. They stay in there all day and they bake. So it's like, I know people would love to have that. Like, just having something sweet. I know I love to have something sweet. But, like...
Me too, girl.
But, like, you know, I just feel like that would probably be a good idea. I don't know who to talk to about that, but we'll figure it out.
I don't know. I don't know. We can always think about that.
Yeah.
I would do it. So the multicultural ice cream place, not bad. I've had it once or twice in the summer.
I heard it was good. I heard they, like, make these, like, huge shakes or something.
Yeah, they're big. It's good. Make a Mia Pizza is in the rec center. It's a pizza making machine. I've never gotten it before, but they have it at the Atrium. That's the pizza at the Atrium.
And that pizza's good.
That pizza's very good. Yeah. The first time I ever had it, though, it was not very good, but every single time I've gotten it afterwards, it was good. And then the Bookmark Cafe in the library.
I've never had it, but I heard it was bust. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I like it. It's better some days than it is other days. Like, one day I'll get a vanilla coffee and it's really good. The next day I get the same thing and I like my coffee to taste like vanilla. I don't want it to taste like coffee, if that makes sense.
Do you get it hot?
No, I get it cold.
Good.
Iced coffee. Usually get, like, the vanilla flavoring and the vanilla syrup, and it tastes fine. The next day I get the same exact thing and it tastes straight up like black coffee, and I don't like coffee. Like, I don't like the taste of coffee, if that makes sense, but I like drinking it. But the Bookmark Cafe is really good. They've got pastries, danishes, and then they close at 11 for, like, that's whenever, like, breakfast ends here at Ball State, and opens up lunch at, like, 11:01, which is really, like, they have lunch, I guess. I've never had their lunch, but it's really good. I've heard from some people that it was really good.
I want a cheese Danish.
Ooh.
Those are bust.
I don't think I've ever had one of those.
I might go to Starbucks and go get one. They're so good.
I have another meal swipe to use.
Me too.
That's another thing about the meal swipes. You have to use them all day, every day. Or not all day, but you have to use them or else they go to waste.
Yeah.
Or at least use them by Saturday. I found out that they carry over.
They do?
I use one meal swipe. Like, let's say I use one meal swipe today. I have 3 tomorrow. I have 2 every day. But they'll carry.
I didn't know that. I thought that was just with the 18 meal swipe, with the breakfast swipe. I didn't, because, like, people said people will be like, it resets on Sunday. I'm like, duh.
Like, I know that.
Like, but I didn't know that it carried over. Dang.
So let's say you use one on Thursday, and then you want to use you use one, but you have 2 on Saturday. That one that you didn't use Thursday will carry from Thursday to Friday to Friday to Saturday, and then it'll reset at midnight or whatever.
See, I didn't know that. I thought it was use it or you lose it.
Because I've tested it before, and the lady I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use 2 meal swipes, and she's like, you have 3. You want to just use that? And I was like, yeah, duh. So I just used the 3 instead of 2, or I used it in the morning and got breakfast. But
yeah, no, I didn't know you could do that. That's fire.
Yeah, there's sometimes where I tested my look and I did it, but right. All right, guys, this has been College Life Unscripted with me and Ryhanna here today. And if you guys like the show, please make sure to like it on whatever streaming service you're using, and please make sure to rate it, leave a comment or something. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and make sure to stay tuned in for future episodes, because Ryhanna might come back and we might talk about
maybe
some more things.
Maybe.
I enjoyed having you here today.
Hey, thanks. I enjoyed being here. I'm kidding. No, I actually genuinely enjoyed being here. It was fun.
I enjoyed, like, especially you, having you talk, because you're very opinionated, and I love that.
Thanks.
Alright, guys. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
College Life Unscripted is a production of Jack Ringenberg Media. This show was produced by Jack Ringenberg and Kayce May. For more Jack Ringenberg Media content, visit us online at jackringenberg.com.
The views and opinions in this episode belong to the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent those of Jack Ringenberg Media, Jack Ringenberg, or Ball State University.